Hey everybody, this is Chad from C&R Reviews. Hey, I have a real quick thing to go over with you. This is the Archangel kit with the 1022 charger, receiver, and a Green Mountain fluted barrel on it. There you go. Taking this thing to the range today for the very first time, and I was actually unable to shoot the weapon. And I wanted to tell you why. I just make this aware to you guys, just in case you guys build your own and you decide to do what I had said inside of the installation vid. I wanted to just give you a heads up. I had loaded the BX25 mags with 25 rounds. Now, I've used these mags before when I had turned this into a short barrel rifle just for a couple times. And I had used this on my charger when it was as a pistol. I had loaded the mags, and every time I would charge the weapon and basically, you know, charge a round inside of the barrel, the bolt wouldn't close all the way. I got to thinking, you know, maybe it was the hammer spring I had installed, maybe it's some stupid thing I didn't put back together properly. Then we thought maybe the barrel wasn't installed properly. We pulled off the barrel, we twisted it and turned it. I took it back to my house and ended up tearing it apart, taking apart the hammer spring, switching that. Still the same issue. And what it would do is every time it would maybe load the first round after I would force it, shoot, and then as it came back to cycle again, the second round would get stuck. I'd pull the trigger and it would fire on nothing. You know, it would basically be a dry fire because the round's not fully seated, and it wouldn't even be touching the round. It's very interesting, very weird. I've never had that happen before. So after doing some thorough investigating and tearing off the barrel a third time, I was able to figure out that it is due to these screws on top. Now, these are the screws that hold on the weaver rail that comes on the 1022. You remember that I had said inside an installation video that Archangel supplies you with some to put in for this, and I didn't want to install them. So what I had done was I had bottomed out every single one of these screws as tight as I could to the receiver and installed this on top. And I had hollowed out the inside. Well, I just hollowed it out even more. I backed out the screws a little bit, and what was happening is that especially this second screw right here, if you tighten it all the way down, you pull back your bolt and you lock your bolt back, or even if you remove the bolt, that screw actually goes down inside of the receiver, and if you tighten it down too much, it'll actually hit the bolt and cause the bolt not to fully close, or it will cause it to maybe lose some of the inertia from the spring and cause the round not to chamber properly. Along with this bolt and this bolt, all three of these bolts affect that. This first bolt is for goes into the area of the barrel, so you really don't have to worry about that. But these three, make sure that if you're going to do it the way I did it, that you do not fully seat those screws. Make sure that you back them out a little bit where they are not touching the barrel whatsoever. It was a really simple fix, kind of a simple, stupid thing. When I figured it out, I was like, oh my God, are you serious? That's what the freaking BS was. I mean, I had torn it apart at the range a couple times. I'm pissing and moaning and screaming and yelling, and yeah, all because of a stupid screw. So I just wanted to bring that to your guys' attention. If you got any questions, it is fixed now. It does cycle fine, as you guys can see. There's no rounds in here, but we're going to dry fire it, as you can see. There's nothing preventing that bolt from slamming into that barrel. And there you go. And I ended up, just to let you guys know too, on the Volquartsen hammer and trigger grouping that I had ordered, I didn't initially install the hammer spring and the trigger spring. I have since done that, and it really hasn't made too much of a difference from what I can tell. Really, the main thing was just installing that hammer. So other than that, guys, feel free to ask any questions, and good luck with your 1022 build. Thanks. This is Chad from C&R Reviews. Have a great night.